Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's 8:25 Central Time. I'm in Kansas City, and I'm listening to Never Lose Truth. Carol from Kafka Winston World. She put a video up last night at 12 o'clock in the morning, and she's talking about frequencies and being attacked. She's talking about ELF and Gwen Towers. And as I'm rolling down I-70 West through Kansas City, it's amazing how many incredibly tall cell phone radio towers are everywhere. It's amazing. I just went by, I think, the stadium for the Kansas City Royals. Yeah, it says KC right there. The amount of towers is staggering. I just went through an entire circle of like 12 or 20. Carol's talking about Never Lose Truth YouTube channel. She used to be Kafka Winston World. She's been around forever. She helped me out a long time ago. She gave I was raising money for a friend of the family that has Parkinson's disease, and his son OD'd and died, and he couldn't afford to pay for it. The funeral, you know what I mean? It was horrible. She helped me out. We raised like $1,500, and it was a big deal. At any rate, it's amazing to me how many towers are up around here. Amazing. Exit 4B in Missouri. I can't believe how many towers I'm seeing. It is what it is. At any rate, the reason I take these road trips all the time, this shit ain't easy. Just FYI. I don't stay at hotels. I don't eat at restaurants. I buy food at the grocery store. I keep it in a little fridge right there. I sleep either here in the driver's seat or on the roof. It depends. Last night, it was too cold. I slept right here. Every hour I would wake up because it was freezing in the truck, and I would start the truck. The reason I do this is because in Boston, there's just way too many Wi-Fi and frequencies running through the sky. It messes with me. I've woken up, I don't know how many times, at 12:20 in the morning, thinking that there was an earthquake. Looking out the windows into the dark of the night, thinking my entire neighborhood would be standing outside looking around, and they weren't. It was just me. But I also have tinnitus, ringing in the ears. Sometimes the ringing in my ears gets to be so high-pitched or low-pitched, it'll stop me in my tracks, and it's scary. Is it because I make videos? Maybe. Or maybe just some of us that can actually see the evil unfolding around us. Maybe we're just more sensitive than others. But Never Lose Truth YouTube channel she's got the documentation, which I'm driving, so I can't put this stuff up. But the technology goes back to the 40s. Microwave, vibrating, to me, is a hallmark of a microwave weapon, or incredible sensitivity to microwave weapons, one of the two, because that's what microwave does. And you cook food with a microwave oven, which you should never use. I haven't used a microwave oven in like 5 years at least. It excites the molecules in the whatever it is you're cooking to the point where they're going back and forth so fast they heat up whatever you're trying to cook. Well, when used on a person, it's the same thing, which would result in, I would suspect, the feeling of vibrating, the feeling of your skin burning. Do you know what I'm saying? These active denial systems have been around for a long time. The fact that these guys are racing and putting up even more 5G, 4G, 3G, they're putting up an absolute network which is an exact duplicate of what we saw back in the quote-unquote golden age, or that they're trying to reproduce. Obelisks in Egypt, obelisks in Peru, obelisks in Mexico were all made of quartz or granite, which are incredibly good to transfer frequencies between each other. We're doing the exact same thing all over again. The exact same thing all over again. And if you go to places like Brian Forrester's YouTube channel, you can look at these places in Baalbek where there's a ton, no pun intended, where there's a ton of obelisks that were being quarried, and these things are massive, hundreds of tons, massive, that weren't finished because a calamity struck. The calamity was the flood. Easy peasy. A lot of people just don't want to say that. I don't care. It is what it is. These guys are doing the same thing that they were doing way back then. Way back then, when they were moving things with frequencies, they were building pyramids, they were putting 500-ton blocks of rose granite inside and up in the king's chamber of the pyramids. That's amazing. How do you even do that? Frequencies. They're doing the same thing all over again. And some of us are really susceptible to this, and some of us are just being screwed with. The reason I go to these desolate places is because there's no Wi-Fi. And yeah, I mean, I bring a portable Wi-Fi device, but I shut it off. And then it goes in an aluminum lined pouch so it can't mess with me. You see what I'm saying? At any rate, it's early. I just woke up. I've only had one coffee. But I wanted to say that. If somebody could put a link to Never Lose Truth's YouTube channel in the comments, that would be phenomenal. And I'll pin it. At any rate, rolling into Kansas, Richie from Boston. I am out.